The Pennsylvania Wilds Adventure Race begins with a 9-point orienteering course. Orienteering is a sport that, while wildly popular in Europe, is a relatively obscure sport in the U.S. The sport requires competitors to be fit, fast, and competent at reading maps, compasses, and terrain features. In this edition of the sport, the competitors were given the maps the preceding night and were therefore able to familiarize themselves with the orienteering course. In a further attempt to keep the playing field level, racers were started in a 1-minute staggered interval, which would make it difficult for one team to simply follow another throughout the course. Teams must find all 9 points on foot, but in any order, and teammates must stay within 100 meters of each other for this and all other disciplines in the race. The discipline of orienteering can prove to be as much a mental test as a physical one, as there are many strategies as there are terrain features to navigate through. Since you may choose the order in which you find your orienteering points, route selection is key. Orienteering point number 2 is highlighted on this map and is located on the eastern shore of the stream. As an example of route selection, the following 2 teams chose to run up the stream bed to find point number 2. Their choice was to take a route plagued with bad footing and therefore slower to travel, but assured that they would not miss the point. Another choice would have been to follow a faster trail that may have led them past the point and left them losing vulnerable time scrambling to find its location. An important aspect of adventure racing is to dress in layers, allowing racers to adjust for changing temperatures. As the day got hotter, these racers stripped off layers, leaving their racing bibs as their outermost layer. As Team Mason-Dixon jogs across the dry lake bed to checkpoint 5, they are planning what route to take to checkpoint 6. All decisions must be made quickly while moving in order to stay competitive in the race. As you can see, this team is hesitating while deciding whether to take the safer, easier route or the shorter, more difficult one. Orienteering point 6 is one of the easiest to find as it is in a clearing. Here, husband and wife team, Sam and Donna Mummert of Team Sutliff Hummer, take the high route and the vertical descent to orienteering point 5. Brian Rowland of Team Dirty Harry's does the right thing in helping teammate Susan Falvey up the hill, but makes a fatal navigational error and allows Team ATP, Peter Spagnoli and Scott Pleben, to take the lead as they quickly descend to orienteering point 5. As Team ATP continues on the course and heads into the vast wilderness of the Pennsylvania Wilds, Many of the trailing teams also choose the risky route, which results in shorter times and less wear and tear on tiring legs. Team Citgo A strolls into checkpoint 5, while Team Dirty Harry's finally corrects their mistake and also finds checkpoint 5. Now they must make no mistakes and must push hard to catch the leaders. With smiles on their faces, Team Citgo B knows they are on the right path to orienteering point 4, but with Goals Adventure Racing not far behind, they know they can't slow their pace. With an unlimited possibility of route selections, teams have to race hard, not knowing their position in relationship to other teams on the course. Teams head to the finish of the orienteering course, we get our first glimpse of who the race leaders are and who will have to make up time in other events in order to remain competitive. We see that the leaders are Scott and Pete of Team ATP as they hurry through check-in and transition to their mountain bikes for the next leg of the race. Shoes must be changed, water refilled, and food stores resupplied for the next grueling section. Now that Team ATP is in the lead, they must move quickly in order to maintain that lead.
That's awesome. The redstone.
Well, because we didn't know, you know?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. Great job.
Thank you.
That's what it's all about.
First team, right?
Yep.
There's a couple not too far, though.
Okay.
It's a speed fest out there.
Hey, you did great, man.
Thank you.
Yep.
You did great. Now make sure when you're leaving here going down the road,
Yeah.
you stay to the right and yield to traffic, okay, guys?
Right. Gotcha.
You're going to be on some long climbs today. If you hear a vehicle coming up behind you, it could very well be a rescue or a camera guy, so please stay right again if you hear a vehicle.
Gotcha.
After 3 hours of racing and 9 orienteering points, Team Citgo, Citgo B, and Mason Dixon find themselves finishing this leg of the race at the same time.
Good guys, looking good.
Race officials quickly check to make sure that each team has all 9 points by checking to make sure that they have all 9 tokens.